Hey guys, hunt the Gravios! Hello then, my fellow hunters, and the Wilds train has no brakes, and we are screaming into sweet hunting oblivion! Gravios gameplay, out of nowhere, from IGN's Wilds first month. I mean, without further ado, let's get into it, and welcome back our colossal lad. I think Gravios is a wonderful sight to see. He's kind of been on the fringes, and I looked it up, actually, because I was curious. He was around rank 120th on the monster poll for the 20th anniversary, so that's extra nice to see him come back, because I have to hope and assume this new 6th gen incarnation of him, having him skipped the 5th, the first proper modern Gravios man, is going to do a lot for his stock as a monster. And by stock as a monster, I mean, look at how stocky he is! Bloody hell, that bulging rocky carapace, that mace tail. He is armored and getting stabbed in the ankles. Oh, and that deep rumble, that roar, that is the Gravios that you want. So we are still on the oilwell basin, like the Ajarakan, the Rompopolo gameplay, so I imagine the map will be very similar in that front. The classic fire vent, where he kind of arches and vibrates. He always looks way too satisfied when he fire vents, I will admit. Though this actual zone that we're in is very interesting. It's a little bit more smaller off to the side, and seemingly does have some kind of Gravios-y vibes to it. A little bit of a pool where maybe he can sink down into and swim away. It's not lava, but it's how he tends to. There's the laser! Travel through zones. Oh, and his individual little shots of fire that he does at you. Oh my Oh yeah! Alright, that's incredible! The straight down laser to erupt on the floor. Oh. So we're still using the lala, barina, sword and shield, and the Rompopolo armor, and yeah, the poison. If you could go take the poison, please, so we can see what level of poison it is, that would be wonderful. That move is incredible and new and glorious. At least I'm 99% new. Obviously, like many of you guys, I've not fought a Gravios for many, many years. Please let the chest break still be a thing, and let us see it. Because as I... Oh, is that... Did it happen? Yes! Oh my god, as I said, it is the gnarliest, one of the gnarliest breaks in Monster Hunter. It's just a huge patch of his rocky skin carved away, and you just see this red raw flesh underneath shaking in his belly, because it is quite literally his most vulnerable spot, as it is on many animals. Oh, look at it! Oh, get under there and look up. Get between his legs and look up for me. Bloody hell, give me it. Oh, the laser! Oh, my days! I am a little bit upset how easily he seems to be getting dismantled at the moment, and we've got our sleep going on. Lovely, lovely. Look at it, just it shaking. Oh, the big air up down slam. And he's not done any charging yet, which I actually find quite interesting. And he's not kind of rolled over either. He's not being a very good boy, basically, is what I'm saying. Ooh, Zone 14 is lovely. I love the little grass setup, the kind of cool blue that we've got going, the sleep toads. The lighting here is gorgeous. Hey, we actually got a sleep from the toad as well. A little bit of barrel bombing. The sound of him snuzzing away. God damn, he looks so... Oh my god. The cool blue of the cave reflecting the water. This is such an awesome little different place in the oilwell basin. A place of more calm and, you know, less fiery devastation. I wonder what this is like during the fire spring. That's a huge, huge question. Ooh, there's little, like, squiddy things in the air? Let's have a little look back there. If there's ever squiddy things in the air, I want to be there. I wonder if it's endemic life, or I'm completely imagining it, and I'm about to look like a fool. Yeah, no, look, attached to the ceiling, and just generally floating around the place. I bet that's a new endemic. I mean, it is a new endemic life, but they are very, very cool. They're like glowing starfish squid things. Very, very nice. You know, obviously, you know, Gravios returning new gameplay. Ooh, new endemic life. Don't mind if I do. And there's one of the chunkiest of tail breaks. My God. Oh. That looks like the start of his charge animation. Yeah, there it is. Ah, seeing such classically recognizable moves get brought back, mixed in with a suite of new ones and the new pace of him. Just seeing how ravaged he gets in combat. It's actually so much worse than it ever was. He looks so genuinely torn up by it all. I really, really can't cope. This poor Gravios, oh my God, he doesn't deserve this. Just on the ground. Oh, why? I'm so large and powerful, and you have such a small sword. This means I'm going to have to do a Gravios intro. That's going to be quite fun, isn't it? Down to blue sharpness. Palico, it's not a trap. It's a Gravios tail. It's a Gravios tail. I can understand getting that confused. And hey, the double carve for it being such a massive tail. I do wonder what kind of level of monster they're going to have him at. I do really adore this suite of zones that Gravios is being fought in. Hang on a minute. Is that bow duna? No, I don't think it is. The bow. Watch. Ah, the roll. Oh, I love the roll. Observe. Pay close attention. Oh, the little, like, skeletal-looking lizards. They look like spines with legs and a mouth. Bottom right. Again, endemic life. That is everything. But this bow, watch, it does ice splashes when it hits, right? Like the little frosty particles. I am convinced that this is the bow that belongs in the same line as of yet still mystery switch axe monster. It's got the same kind of purpley skin, the kind of pinky fabric coming off it. I think that is it. It still looks a bit tetranadon. God, can you imagine? Oh, a bit Tetsukabra. Tetsukabra? I can't remember my amphib chatacabra. Holy damn! It looks like that on the back. I think this is genuinely the ice bow of whatever that mystery ice switch axe monster armor and switch axe is, which is incredibly cool to see. And further cementing it, I want to know what it is. Oh my God. It is absolutely decimating this poor lad. But you see what I mean, right, guys? If you've not seen him before, the sweeping beam as well. The size of him. Yes, his little individual shots that he slowly, slightly tracks you with. Just seeing the zone turn to that red hue as he lights it up is such a lovely detail. God damn, what a dodge. Thing is with Gravios, all of his attacks are very telegraphed, they're all very slow, they're all very dodgeable, but they all hit really, really hard, or at least they should. That's the vibe that it is supposed to contain. Oh, this is so good to see. I really want him to take a proper hit and see what kind of oomph this Gravios is working with. I wonder if this means then we'll have black Gravios if we do get subspecies and the like. That would certainly be an interesting one. He's even bigger and honestly even cooler or hotter, I suppose. Oh, it's so cool to see him. I'm on him, such a smile on my face. These are the kind of monsters that should get another chance to shine, because until now you really could have argued that he has been forgotten. What is he doing? He looks very confused. I really thought he was like pulling out some new super attack, and then he just shook his head and turned round. Just let him do his stuff, Mr. Hunter. There's no need. Okay, there we go. Over half the health, the burn. I like that. That's what you want to see when you get hit by a Gravios. Obviously, he's much worse for melee because of all of his gas expulsions, the fire, poison, and sleep. I can't 100% remember if OG Gravios did sleep, or is it poison? It's either sleep or poison that I don't have a strong memory of, because Basarios does all of them, but I thought he lost one of them as Gravios, but I could be wrong. Again, it's years since he has been hunted, and even then it's not like you hunt him loads. Oh, I love that he's still got his little individual globs of fire that he slow fires at you targeted. God, that ripped open stomach as well. I really hope his death animation is still very bouncy and belly focused. I really, really do. And again, the blue hue zones are so eerie. Like, literally the complete opposite vibe of the more heated, everything really on fire, orange tones. Please let him have a turf war with Rompopolo. Just let him have a turf war in general. I think that's one of the coolest things about a returning monster like this, is getting to see him actually engage in mechanics that he's never been able to engage with before. That poor Rompopolo. Never mind a turf war. Oh my god. It's a turf destruction. I mean, it makes sense. Ah, there's the hip check. Shares the animation with Plesioff, so, you know, he might be here in spirit. I mean, I would have to say that Gravios should be above both Jerican and Rompopolo in terms of his power. He really isn't that far off Apex level. And you can probably tell that by his performance so far. Admitted, he just got his skull. He just shot him with a bow and acquired his skull. That's Monster Hunter, man. That is Monster Hunter for you. Holy damn. Oh! Oh my god! The fact that he's got new ways to use his signature legendary laser. More of the new awards coming in, which is really cool. Oh... This map and its monsters, I feel like, are really going to be a favourite. I mean, so far, I think it is certainly mine. But I might be biased because of the black flame on here. Because normally I do prefer forest, but, you know. And no little sneaky visit from him either, which is certainly a shame. The fact, though, that this is actually, like, 4 minutes longer than Rompopolo and the Ajarakan hunt, but it's still just highlights, kind of really shows how tanky a Gravios is. How much more of a health pool you have to get through, because he is so slow and easy to hit, but, you know, incredibly sturdy and armored. I would love to know, for those of you guys just seeing him in action for the first time here, his break where he literally rolls and then flails, what you actually think of him from this showing. Oh, it's good to see. I do say it's good to see. Oh, okay. Well, that's time up on him. I would have been fine not seeing Gravios gameplay and having it for the first time in Wilds myself, but I can't deny that was lovely and hype. And being able to climb on top of a corpse that large might be one of the best things about the new physical corpse, actually, their mechanics. That was a frickin' fantastic hunt. Then we have ourselves the Japanese IGN version of this with the hammer and Ajarakan armor, which is also really good to see. Oh, the slidey tail. Ooh, it's a little double round. Interesting. God, I love seeing him charge. The fact that he has to slide and grind to a halt, just the way it sells his weight. Already knocked out. That's the one thing about having a head made of rock. It's very crackable for a giant hammer. Oh, I'm going to be a little bit more skippy around in this one, because of course it's just more of the same monster, and we already know what's going on with the oilwell basin, but it is always nice to get more footage where possible. Again, really loving these zones. And now we get to see a little bit of dual blade action. The sickles are just so incredible. They really are. God damn. I cannot wait on every level. And there you go. The fire burster underneath him. If you're trying to get some actual damage in a melee, it tends to be quite awkward. I do love in all these hunts, we just have our handler on a seikret in the background, just kind of chilling, watching, being part of it, but not kind of being part of it. The fact we can see the actual individual steaming jets that the ground burn comes out of. Oh, this on the Gravios! God, that is satisfying! He has the size for it. I love that there is a cool water-filled, sort of crystalline, reflective water. Look at the water! Part of the oil well basin. That's what you need from it. This kind of flipped, completely different tone of area that's really magical compared to just the raw fierceness of everything else. That is just so perfect. Honestly, finding this blue crystalline looking river might be my favorite part of this entire gameplay. There we have the sleep going off and getting our now insect glaving hunter. The charge doing a lot, though I still feel like it should be doing more, but we can never really tell what kind of equipment monster balance. Look at this zone! Holy damn! It extending down from this river into this full cool pool, and the contrast of his lasers, like a proper little underground cavey bit. This is magical! And there you can see the little, like, sort of starfishy thing in the air, little jellyfish floating about the place. Oh, what an incredible zone! Wow! Is that... Hey! Alright, so Rathian as well, confirmed on the oil well basin at the very least. But also, this is, I think, actually the first time seeing literal gameplay of her. We've had like a little clip, but here it's some actual Rathian gameplay. That is fantastic. I mean, it's collateral. It's not like it's crazy. It's Rathian, but that's really, really lovely. And... is that... oh, okay. How'd you reckon? I really thought another monster had just kind of subtly been thrown into the mix there. Was there a turf war or anything like that, or not? No, I don't believe so. That's a shame. Would have been fun to see. I really hope he does have one. This is by far and away my new favourite place on the oil well basin. I really hope the Black Flame goes here. And it's a shame the Ajurican doesn't have... holy damn! That punch he got on Gravios. That's actually quite brutal. Maybe they are a little bit more evenly matched than I suspected. Interesting. And just sadly walking away from his meaty tail as we turn to the normal fire, and down he goes once more. God damn. Well, there you go, guys. Some Gravios gameplay. My initial reactions. Wow. We will, of course, break down any more little nitty-gritty details, any fascinating spots, but... yeah. Okay. Cool. Who's next? I'm ready. Let us know what you think. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe to the bell for more. Are you happy with this choice of returning monster, especially now you've seen it in action? Consider supporting the future channel on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.